All right, welcome in everybody. Welcome back to our SNEED Coding headquarters here in Spring, Texas for another live episode of the SNEED-CAST. We've put on a lot of episodes lately, success stories from you, the customers, industry updates, and a lot of other great content. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Today we're doing a live demonstration on some of our new packaging equipment. I got my colleague and partner in crime, Charles Collins, our head of technical services, with me. I also have Quentin and Alexa and Daniel behind the camera, so they're the ones making all the magic happen. Alexa is going to be paying attention, guys. If you have any questions throughout the demonstration, Alexa, put them in the comments. Alexa's going to be watching for those at the end of the promotion, or at the end of our video here. We'll have a Q&A session for any questions you folks may have. Before we get into it, though, just a quick plug for our YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, follow our page. Like I said, we got been working on a lot of great content with the team here. The industry updates come out on a bi-weekly basis. We have our success stories, and of course, we're going to continue to have live demonstrations for all the new equipment we'll be rolling out this year. And then plug for the end of the show. Stay tuned till the end. We do have a promo for you, a promo word available at the end of the program here that will give you, it'll make you eligible for up to $2,000 savings on some of this equipment. So we'll get into that at the end of the show. It's kind of our little way to get you to stick around and listen to us a little bit. But without further ado, I know you guys are busy today and we appreciate your time. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it with Charles. So we're going to start on the case erector side. We also have our auto flap folding case sealer. We'll get into that and we'll look at how they can work together. So Charles, we got 5 models of case erectors. This is our main puppy here, the CE40, for the most general box sizes, right? So let's, if you can give us a quick introduction to it here, and then I'll got some questions for you along the way.
Good deal. So the CE40 case erector, this is going to be your most common case erector size. It's going to fill most of the applications. We do have a couple other models out there, as Ken mentioned, for your smaller boxes and larger boxes, like our CE30 and our CE50 series. The unit here comes with a touchscreen interface, so it's real easy to operate. Everything's right here that you need to do. In fact, the emergency stop's right next to it. The unit itself is all controlled by a nice little Siemens PLC built in here. So high quality insides will lead to high quality production on the outside.
Great, great. So they got their Siemens controller. That's how they're programming everything. And this is for basically, they'll stack in their boxes here. How many boxes can they finish?
80 to 100 boxes in the chute, depending on your size, but enough to keep your production line up and going.
And these are predominantly for RSCs, uniform boxes.
Correct. So these are, for this machine right here, this is a right-hand opening machine. We do offer left-hand opening machines. So depending on your case formation, we can outfit the machine to fit your cases best.
Okay, so obviously we already spent a little bit of time here before the show, you and your team getting this spec'd in and ready and for these boxes here. Can you show the viewers at home a little bit of what is necessary to get it set up, what do they have to make, adjustments they have to make for their boxes?
Very, very, very good question and good statement. A little bit of time, because that's all that it really takes to get it set up. So first you get your boxes in here, and you want to make sure that everything's at the right size. So you'll notice this little handle right over here. This adjusts the platform so that you can keep everything lined up and they're all uniform. From there, then you would adjust your height of this to make sure that the bottom of the boxes meet the bottom of the sealer on the inside. So you've got a quick and easy adjustment handle with numbers here so that you can keep everything marked to make sure that if you're changing boxes, it makes it that much faster to make those adjustments. From here, as you can see, everything's held in place by this support bar along the top. This support bar is actually synced up with the top of the case sealer here that's on the inside. That way, when you make this one adjustment, it adjusts the height of both of these so that you get a consistent push all the way through. Now, once you've got all that set up here, again, that's just a couple of different adjustment points to get your box in there. Then we've got to make sure that everything flows through correctly. So you've got a couple of more adjustment points right back here, one here and one on the back. The one here is going to move the suction cups forward and backwards, so depending on the size of the box, that we can be in the right position to bring the case to the right point so that it can flow through the sealer there. And then this one here is going to actually adjust the position of the cup so that it gets it to the right spot on the box and pulls it out so that, again, so it can flow all the way through the sealer.
Okay, all right, that's great. So, and now, like we said, let's talk like in terms of numbers, right? I was watching you and your team. I don't think it was more than 15 minutes it took you guys to get both machines dialed in, right?
That's
In terms
correct.
of
Yeah. Once
size of the boxes.
once you're familiar with it, and again, once you've got everything set up with the nice little measurement tools that we offer on here, you can have everything pre-marked for your different case sizes, or like a lot of our people do for their different printing and coding applications. You got a sheet that tells your operators box 1 needs these settings, and real fast they can get everything dialed in, so you don't shut down or have that changeover time that you might be used to.
Great. And then so basically you explained the beginning up. So the suction cups pulls it forward and then it pushes it through here. What the tape head down here? This
is a 2-inch tape head.
Okay.
We do have the option for a 3-inch tape head. So if you have a slightly larger box or a heavier box, something like that that requires that extra little bit, we do have that option to upgrade to the 3-inch tape head.
3-inch tape head. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think that's all the questions. Oh, and then power, and what kind of power does it run on?
So this unit, as well as the automatic case sealer over there, run off of 110 volts. It can plug into your normal household outlet or your standard office outlets. It does not require your larger 220 or larger power supplies. The only other thing that it does require to keep everything moving, since we have suction going on to move those boxes, is an air supply. So just make sure you've got air in your plant or facility. If not, as you can see, we're in a showroom here, so we're using a standard air compressor. We've got a quiet run so as not to disturb everybody while they're talking and trying to work, but it supplies more than enough power to run these consistently. So if you don't currently have an air supply, they're readily available and fairly inexpensive to add to your setup.
Okay, great. Well, let's go ahead and let's fire a box off for two. And folks can kind of see. We'll just do. So the feed function, basically, you were telling me earlier, it can do basically a single box or continuous run?
Correct. So we've got 2 different buttons here. One, if you just want to run one case through to make sure that everything is flowing correctly. And then the next button is your continuous run. So when you're ready to run production, that's what keeps everything moving for you.
And how fast is that again?
That's going to do up to 12 boxes a minute. So once every 5 seconds, you've got a box that's coming through ready to be filled. The case sealer over here can do a few more than that, but to keep everything in progression, you'd be doing about a box every 5 seconds, so 12 a minute.
All right, well, let's fire off a couple of boxes here, and
So
then
we'll
we can
just
talk a
do
little bit about the case sealer.
We're going to do one to run it through. So we're just going to hit the single button. As it comes
Look
out
at
here,
that beautiful logo.
it's going to push it out onto the table here. There is a sensor here on the end. If I didn't move this out of the way fast enough, it's going to shut down the machine because it's going to consider it to be a blockage. So your operator's got to be on top of it, grabbing that box, getting it filled, and then they're ready to push it forward and start that next sealing.
All right, great. Well, then, perfect segue now. We got our roller table here in between, so that acts as your packing station. You got your operator here filling those boxes as they're formed. These are available in different lengths, so if you need more room here, that is certainly an option. This is just our standard 1 meter
We also
length
offer
roller.
a powered version.
And that's right, the powered version too. That's why I have Charles along with me, because he's the one that knows all the important stuff. So we'll segue on over here to our automatic flap folding case sealer. We've had case sealers now for 6 months of semi-automatic uniform boxes.
Correct.
What makes this one different from the other models that we carry?
So for this unit, this will actually close up the top for you. So once your operator has it all filled, all they've got to do is give it a nice little push right here. It's going to activate the switch, which is going to bring the arm up. As the box goes through, that arm is going to push down the back flap here. The front there will push down the front flap, and then the guide bars here are going to close everything in together. So,
right, so the operator doesn't have to do any folding whatsoever. They just give it a little nudge,
give it a little
the machine
nudge.
takes over.
So we've put our product in there. They're going to push it through. And quick, fast, in a hurry, you're all sealed up.
Comes out here at the end, and then you got your somebody here at the end stacking up your pallets. Now it tapes. Obviously, it comes out over here. It's already taped the bottom, so this is for taping the top. But if somebody buys this machine without a case erector, it does come with a bottom.
Correct.
tape
It does
head too,
come
right?
standard with the bottom tape head. Just so our customers are aware, these tape heads are interchangeable. So we could, if for whatever reason you needed a quick changeover, you got this machine and you weren't using this one. When it's time to change that, you've got your spare tape head already. So just to let you know that this equipment does have some interchangeable parts as far as the tape heads go.
And this one can do 3-inch tape too?
This one will also do the 3-inch tape head, so you do have that availability.
All right, so this is great. We're really excited about adding these 2 new models to our SNEED-PACK equipment range. And the one thing, there is a new product launch for us, folks. So all of our other case sealers, as you can see behind us here, are in stock, and we even have some storage out back as well. With these being new models, we do have a little bit of a longer lead time in the beginning here. So it is a 3 to 4 month lead time, folks. With that being said, once we get things going, we will have the full inventory of these available for you long term. So moving forward, eventually we'll have these in stock and available to ship within 2 to 3 days, depending on how long it takes to get them crated up and ready to ship. But let's go ahead and maybe do a continuous run. I'm going to come around back here, and I'm going to do my best to pretend to be an operator. I'm going to have to probably go this way. Excuse me, folks. In the meantime, Charles, I don't know is there anything I've missed that you can think of, or?
Well, we're going to go ahead and hit the continuous run button here. Daniel's going to be nice enough to kind of give you folks a great view of everything going through there so you can see how everything operates. So right here, I'm going to hit the continuous run button and let her go.
I'm going to put some stuff in the box. Stuff in the box. Oh, I don't have to. I keep wanting to fold these flaps. I don't have to fold the flaps. So the boxes are coming out here.
So as an operator, you just got to worry about filling the box. It takes care of everything else.
Fill in the box. I got 5 seconds. All right. Now let's see what happens here. I'm going to leave this one here because I want to test your sensor. Look, there you go. So I got caught up over here, not paying attention. The box is blocking that sensor, like Charles said. And as you can see, it's paused the entire operation. Now, if I come back, remove the sensor block, and it continues on rolling. So.
All right.
All right, so that's, again, folks, it's pretty straightforward equipment here. This, increase your efficiency. We've had a lot of customers over the last couple of years, customers that have started with us with lower production runs and smaller production runs that are growing, which is great to see. We love seeing all you guys growing out there. Of course, with your growth comes increased demand and increased production and output. You got to make sure you're supplying your customers. This allows you to be able to open boxes and get boxes sealed in a much more efficient, faster way so you can keep up with that demand. And of course, uniform boxes, there's tape savings, a lot of added benefits as well. Now, that's kind of everything that we thought we would cover here on the highlights of it. I'm going to just check in with Alexa to see if we've had any questions come across in the comments section.
Okay, so starting off with the first one, how long is the average installation time, and is a technician required?
No, great question, Alexa, and to our commenters. The setup and installation time, it can literally be a couple of hours, if that long, and that's going to be more about you deciding where you want to put this beautiful machine. Out of the crate, everything is more or less ready to go. You've got to get it unpackaged, everything unbound that we've got tied down to make sure that it arrives to you in the proper condition. After that, the air supply will be inside your cabinet here. You'll take that out and attach that. Once that is attached and you've got your air supply in there, literally plug it in and start getting it sized, and everything is ready to go. Is a technician required? Not 100%, but we do recommend it for any of our new customers. If you've never had a case erector or anything like that, having an expert come out and help you will definitely cut down on the amount of time that's going to take for you to learn the equipment, as well as training your operators to make sure everybody's efficient when they're ready to go and put this into full use in production.
So that being said, obviously we have installation support available from you and your team. Now, for more experienced or maybe larger manufacturers out there that are comfortable enough doing it on their own, if they've worked with this machinery, you and your team have built out our help desk.
We have, and we are available through chat, email, and phone support if you need some virtual help as you're getting it set up. So our team is always ready and willing to help. They've all been trained and are experts on this equipment. So if you're familiar with it, a simple phone call could help be all that you need to get set up and going. If you need a little more help than that, again, we do offer on-site installation and training.
And then on that help desk, I just want to highlight on that too is the videos. So Charles and his team over the last couple of weeks have been really hard at work putting together step-by-step setup videos on both of these machines. So again, if you're a do-it-yourselfer, you're the kind of guy that does your own oil change, or gal, excuse me, then you might be able to figure this out on your own with our extensive video library. All right, Alexa, did you have any other questions from the gallery?
Yes, so does a material sample have to be sent in for testing before a purchase is finalized?
So that's a good question. Yeah, so with it being a new product and just us in an effort to dot our I's and cross the T's, we do, especially on the case Erector here, and with the lead time, we have some time there too. We are basically wanting to do box testing before we can, ship it out to you, and that's just our way of making sure that we've spec'd in the machine specifically to the particular cases that you're running and the sizes. If you have multiple sizes, that they all work and run efficiently through the machine. We'll do the testing for you. We can provide videos of that testing for your assurance. And again, just our way of making sure that the machine that you're getting what you need and it's the solution that you need on your production floor.
Okay. Does the 30-day money performance guarantee still apply when purchasing the SNEED-PACK packaging equipment?
Most definitely.
Yeah, so that is, we've built the bit, we started out with coding and marking equipment and printers and are starting to expand into the equipment, but that 30-day performance guarantee is a big part of our success. It's a big part of the comfort level for customers and the 5-star buying experience we're so proud of. You do have a 30-day guarantee on the SNEED-PACK equipment, the case sealer, the case Erector. You have 30 days once it's arrived to get it set up, make sure it's running, and for some reason if it's not running your boxes the way you intended it to, or it's just not the right fit for you inside of that first 30 days, we will accept a return and refund you that money there for your investment so you can find the right solution. All right, I think maybe one more, Alexa, and then I'll start talking about what everybody's here for, our promo, and how they can save some money.
Alrighty, so our last question is it better to stick with uniform boxes when using the setup, or does it still run as efficiently with different sized boxes?
Well, very good question. So for each run, you'll want to make sure that you use uniform size boxes. As you can see by our setup over here, we are using a standard size box. You would run that entire production, then when you're ready to change to the next product and that has a different size case, you would readjust the machine for that case size, readjust your case sealer again for that case size. If you are looking for something a little more automatic as far as fully automatic, some of those are available in the case sealer setup. If you need customized designs or something like that for the case Erector, that isn't an option. But for your standard process and your and normal production, you would use one case size all the way through until you're ready to change over for your next product.
And then again, just to recap on that, like a co-packer that's got different box sizes, they got to switch out. We're talking a few minutes, all those adjustments earlier. It's not that much.
Correct. Once you've got it dialed in, and again, the different measurements and tapes that are on the machine make it very, very simple to keep a log of, if you are one of our co-packers that has 100 different SKUs or more that you're dealing with, different box sizes and all that. You can have them all marked and ready to go so that your operators can literally go list by list and down the list and make sure that everything's adjusted and dialed in very, very quickly. So your changeover can just be a couple of minutes as opposed to some of the other machines out there where they can take 30 minutes to an hour.
All right. Well, thank you, Charles. And thank you, everybody, for sticking with us through to the end here. I know this is what you've kind of been waiting for. So we are running a promotion. New product launch promotion here on these two models, and for those of you that decided to join us here on the video today for our live demonstration. And so essentially the promo is that if you want to get this complete setup, case Erector with our packing table here in the middle and the auto flap folding case sealer, it's going to come in around $25,000 retail. With our promo word Ruby, you can get $2,000 off a purchase of a complete setup. And so that's a $2,000 savings for you. Promo word Ruby. That does expire, so it's a limited time offer that expires on March 3rd, 2023. So that's next Friday. You got a week and a half to ponder over and consider or get your CFO's approval to save that $2,000. You can claim that credit or claim that discount by calling us at 833-926-3464. You can also email at sales@sneedcoding.com. Speak to the sales rep. It'll probably be Tom or Santos, possibly even Daniel. Let them know you watched the YouTube video and the promo word. Again, promo word Ruby. You save $2,000 on a complete setup here. If you don't need both, maybe you just are looking for a case Erector, you've already had a case sealer, or you're interested in the auto flap case sealer by itself. If you just need one or the other, promo word will still save you $500 on a purchase of either model individually. So again, to recap, it's a $2,000 savings for you if you buy the complete setup, case erector with our 1 meter roller table and the auto flap case sealer. Promo word Ruby. Call us at 833-926-3464. Email us at sales@sneedcoating.com. That promo word does expire March 3rd, 2023, end of business Central Time. So that's 5 p.m. next week. Get going. Call your CFOs or whoever you need approval for to cut that check, and we'll have these ready for you here in a couple of months. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you Charles for joining me, Quentin, Alexa, and Daniel, our production team, as well as Megan for lending us her most valuable, precious space here in the warehouse. And again, please remember, like, subscribe, follow our YouTube channel. We got a lot of great content continuing to come, success stories from you folks, from our customers to share, as well as great industry updates from Alexa on a bi-weekly basis, and much, much more. Thanks again, guys. Y'all take care.